I didn't answer a call today. It kept ringing. Then it stopped. No message, no follow-up. No one asked why. And in that moment, something became very clear. I've been showing up for people who wouldn't even notice if I didn't. Something strange happens as you get older. You don't lose people. You just stop tolerating what you once ignored. And no one prepares you for that, because once it starts, you can't go back. I'm 77, and I didn't become quiet because I'm old. I became quiet because I finally understood something most people never question. There are reasons for it, not surface-level reasons, deep ones, not about others, about the version of yourself you've been carrying for years. And when you start seeing it clearly, it doesn't feel comforting. It feels real. You get tired, not physically, not the kind of tired sleep fixes. It's deeper than that. The exhaustion of always being on, responding the right way, keeping things smooth, making sure everyone else is comfortable. And one day, something inside you shifts. Not loudly, no big moment, just a quiet realization. I don't want to do this anymore. You begin to notice something else. Most conversations were never real. They were patterns, safe exchanges, repeated words that never actually meant anything. And suddenly, your mind refuses to stay there. You sit in the same conversations, but you're no longer part of them. Then something dangerous happens. Should stops working. For most of your life, that word guided everything. You should call, you should go, you should show up. And it worked. Until one day you ask yourself a simple question. Do I actually want to? Or do I just feel like I have to? That question changes everything. You start to feel the cost of being easy. You were the one who adjusted, who made space, who kept things comfortable. But no one tells you what that does over time. When you make life easy for everyone else, you slowly disappear from your own. And then your energy stops lying to you. Before, you could ignore it, stay longer, talk more, give more. Now, you feel it immediately. A simple interaction drains you, not because people changed, but because you finally notice what it costs you. At first, silence feels uncomfortable. Then it feels exposing. But if you stay with it, something changes. You realize it was never empty. It was honest. You start seeing how much you were adjusting yourself, not just speaking, managing reactions, reading the room, holding back what you really felt. That constant adjustment took something from you, piece by piece. Now you notice things you once ignored, tone, small comments, moments that didn't sit right. Before, you brushed them off. Now you can't. Because once you see clearly, you don't unsee. And this one is harder to accept. You realize sometimes love came with disrespect, not from strangers, from people you trusted. And you understand something you didn't before. Love doesn't cancel out harm. That's when the real shift begins. You stop abandoning yourself just to keep others comfortable. You stop over-explaining, over-giving, overstaying, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally include yourself in that care. And something becomes very clear. Your time is not endless. Not in a dramatic way, in a real, quiet way. You feel it. And suddenly, your energy becomes valuable. Your presence becomes selective. Your silence becomes intentional. And when all of this comes together, something changes inside you. Not loudly, not in a way people celebrate, quietly. You stop showing up the same way. You stop speaking the same way. You stop giving the same way. And people notice. They say you've changed, but they misunderstand it. You didn't become distant, you became honest. You didn't become quiet, you became selective. And here's the truth most people never stop to see. You were never losing people. You were losing yourself trying to keep them. Once you see that, everything becomes clearer. Not easier, clearer. You start noticing the imbalance, the effort, the quiet ways you kept giving without being met the same way. You notice how conversations shift when you stop performing, how silence makes other people uncomfortable, not you, how some people didn't actually want you. They wanted the version of you that made things easy. That realization doesn't come with anger. It comes with distance, a natural distance, not forced, not planned, just something inside you stepping back. At first, you question it. Am I becoming too distant? Should I try harder? But deep down, you know the answer. This isn't distance, it's recognition. You're finally seeing what was always there. And once you see it, you can't keep giving the same way. Because now, you feel the cost. Not as a thought, as a weight, a real one. And that weight forces a decision. Stay the same or change how you show up. Most people stay the same, not because they don't see it, but because changing means losing something. Familiarity, routine, even relationships, at least the version they used to be. And that's not easy, especially when you've invested years, time, care, patience into people. But staying costs more. That's the truth. The change doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small decisions. Saying no where you used to say yes. Leaving earlier where you used to stay. Choosing silence where you used to explain. At first, it feels unfamiliar, even wrong, because you're not used to choosing yourself this way. But then, something shifts, something quiet but steady. You start feeling present in your own life, not adjusting, not performing, just there. And that feeling is different. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's steady. Like something has finally aligned. And once you feel that, you don't want to lose it again. So you protect it, not with walls, with awareness. You choose where your energy goes, who you engage with, how much of yourself you give. Some people won't understand that. They'll call it distance. They'll say you've changed. But this time, you don't adjust to that because you already know the truth. You didn't become distant. You stopped abandoning yourself. And that changes everything.